You know, after you've lived somewhere for a while, you can end up learning a lot about the place, stuff you never would have imagined. Take Iowa, for instance. Well, okay, I know what you're thinking. Who cares about a state that has more vowels than consonants in its name anyway? Besides, when was the last time you told the kids, hey, let's vacation in Floyd County this summer? Well, as a lifelong Iowan, let me tell you something. Iowa ain't that bad. Trust me. Hi, I'm Evan Bacon, and I'm here to tell you, in Iowa, you're never far from food, fun, and, in my case, genealogy. To prove it, let's go on a road trip around the state for a few minutes. Are you ready? Hold on to your hats. Hi again, everyone. Our trip starts here, at Iowa's right-hand side, the mighty Mississippi. We're just a few miles upstream from Davenport, an old river town with a history that goes back nearly 2 centuries. Colonel George Davenport set up a fur trading post here in 1816. About 20 years later, he built a federal-style mansion on Arsenal Island. Today, it's a museum open to the public. To learn more about the Colonel, the Bix-Beiderbecke Jazz Festival, or anything else going on in Davenport or the Quad Cities these days, log on to visitquadcities.com. Next stop, Walcott, home of Iowa 80, the world's largest truck stop. Stimulate our local economy, please. Stock up on souvenirs, trinkets, T-shirts. Our next stop, West Branch, home of the Herbert Hoover Presidential Library and Museum, not far from this historic cottage, President Hoover's birthplace. Then it's on to Iowa City and Wilson's Apple Orchard, where we pick a bag full of goodies for the road. Driving on to Eldon, not far from Ottumwa in southeastern Iowa, it's where you'll find my pals at the American Gothic House, the very place made famous by Grant Wood's 1931 painting. We head up the road to Iowa's most popular tourist attraction, the Amana Colonies, just north of I-80. Then it's time to stop for a snack at the Quaker Oats plant near downtown Cedar Rapids, the only place in the country that makes Captain Crunch cereal. Back on the road as we head to Dubuque in northeastern Iowa, home of the historic Matthias Ham House, one of my favorite places, an Italianate architectural gem built in 1856. So far, we've been touring eastern Iowa. But before we head to another part of the state, let's pay tribute to Hollywood. Not far from Dubuque is Dyersville, population 4,035, home of the filming location for the famous 1989 movie Field of Dreams. Remember, if you build it, they will grunt. In northern Iowa, I'm in Charles City, where an advertising salesman coined the word tractor in 1903. The Floyd County Museum has a big collection of them, and I take advantage. Next stop, Clear Lake and the Surf Ballroom, site of the last show for Buddy Holly, G. Valens, and the Big Bopper back in 1959. A plane crash claimed their lives, but the memory of rock and roll history lives on. Sioux City, way out west, where my genealogical hunt begins. I stop by the Pearl Street Research Center downtown, a treasure trove of local history, and the nice staff there refers me to their stockyard records. Unfortunately, I end up in the wrong record group, cattle but no pigs. While I'm in Sioux City, I check out the new Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center near downtown on the Missouri River front. The bicentennial of the expedition is underway, so be sure to log on to SiouxCity200.com for more information. Ames, home of Iowa State University, where my genealogy research continues. It's where Ma and Pa Bacon met. The Campanile, ISU's elegant bell tower, where couples court and romances begin. My folks met here back in '53. My wife Devin and I followed suit 20 years later. Some things never change, I suppose. Campaniling and, well, the end result. On to Des Moines, Iowa's capital and largest city, where Mac meets this fall. You'll be staying at the Marriott, right in the middle of downtown. And when you check into your room, be sure to specify whether you want smoked or non-smoked. You're probably asking yourself, is there art in Iowa? Is there culture? Is there food? The answer to all these questions is yes, and pass the butter. Don't miss out on Iowa's many public displays of art, sure to challenge and inspire lively and informed debate among critics of all persuasions. Iowa has countless cultural opportunities as well, ranging from ballet to live musicals, to cinema to dramatic performances. Of course, we can't overlook Iowa's outstanding educational opportunities either. And no matter how you get here, by car, plane, or train, you're sure to find a diner or restaurant that's just right for you. Check ahead. You'll find great places in Iowa listed in Jane and Michael Stern's book, Road Food, especially if you like pie, any kind of pie. The Sterns call Iowa Pie Heaven, and I have to agree. In just a moment, we'll give you the websites for more information about MAC in Des Moines this fall. But right now, I want you to hear from a very good friend.
Thank you, Evan. I'm Jerry Ham, former state archivist of Wisconsin and a founding member of MAC. I hope you've enjoyed our tour of the Hawkeye State, and I urge you to visit Des Moines this fall. So mark your calendars for the last week in October, and Evan and I will see you there.